Hi, welcome to the fourth episode of Signal and Structure. Structure and signal, it's interchangeable. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin's price, and I'm going to show you how I use these stacked channels, plus my two techniques that are very powerful. One of them, which is more popular, that is the fib retracement levels, and the other one is the Gann fan on the log scale, aligned with the 45-degree angle, which is something I came up with. Perhaps some of you are using it, but it's a tool I consider unique. So let's go. First, we're gonna uh, prove the theory that any trend line can be a channel. So this is the logarithmic scale on Bitcoin weekly chart. Here we have the trend line, obvious from the COVID crash to the last bear market bottom. Now I'll take a channel, anchor it at the same points. There you go. All right, so I've covered the trend line with the channel, and you can see what happens here at the top. It matches perfectly. Okay, so we can keep that line. Now, stacked channels, right? So I'll highlight a point over here for my next anchor, and I'll run a channel again, but this time smaller. Like it will represent the midline. The top of this new channel will be touching the midline of the old channel, the bigger one. So that will create another midline in the bottom part of the old channel. Here you go. This is the. I'm going to use another highlighter to show you what I mean, the touch points, and that's very important. And obviously, we're looking at somewhere here, which is our current situation. Okay. Now, how do we get there? Watch and observe. I'm gonna zoom in, and what we're interested in is the fib retracement of this area here. I'll use a rectangle, show you. This is the box we're working with right now, and that point is just I put it there instinctively, but we'll try to prove that it has merit based on mathematics. Okay, so I'll replace this box with actual fib retracements from the bottom to the top over here. You see, I'll move it to the right a little on the notations. Now, that purple dot can stay or it can be removed. I don't really care about that. Now, what happens is the 702 is the OTE. That's the golden pocket. It's between the 618 and 786. It's called the optimal trade entry, OTE, because the 702 lies squarely in between the 618 and the 786. So it represents like the optimal entry point. Okay. Now, based off that alone, looking at the trajectory of the candles, you can kind of assume that these two will meet, or there is a very good probability that this area here represents the optimal entry. But I want to validate that. So double click here, square up my chart, then go to trend angle. This is where the fall begins. This is the peak. So always go to the peak. Um, Anchor it. Use shift. You have 45 degrees. Okay. Now cover that line with, you go here, the Gann fan. Anchor it at the same point and follow the 1/1. Cover the 45-degree with the 1/1. There you go. Now, you can, once you have that, you can delete the 45 line. And now you can play with the chart and the Gann fan will stay unaltered. Okay. Now, look what we're following. Uh, this is the path. And as the trend weakens, we're going to try to touch um, the next lines in the fan. So the first initial drop is 1 over 8, and then it goes to 1 over 4, 1 over 3. Ultimately, the 8 over 1 here is the ultimate resistance. So once we beat that, expect more upside. This is my resistance marker. But for now, we're going to stay range bound. Uh, Here, perhaps if there is a recovery, we're going to touch the 1 over 1, which is a sign of recovery. Once we beat the 45 angle, then there are good hopes we're going to get to 8 over 1. But for now, we're here in the descending bearish momentum movement. And look how it aligns the 1 over 3. So I'll remove the dot and draw a box here. And this is very important. Between the 618, no magnet, 618 down to 786. Sorry for that. I'm in a public place. And here is the box I'm expecting the price to hover into. Where exactly, that will be determined by the forces of the market, but it's a very good estimate of where we can land uh, from down here, which is the ultimate support, and the peak. You have the 618, 702, and 786 fibs validated by the fib, I mean the Gann fan on log scale and the logarithmic scale channel. Thank you.